With the new clan castle level, you can now bring up to 3 Yetis in your Battle Blimp. This in combination with a clone spell can of course take out a huge portion of a base. And what best to combine the strategy with, that's what I'm going to show you in this video. And with that, let's directly take a look at what army we are going to be using, and that is this army. And that's this attack strategy mainly containing both dragons as well as balloons, as of course a few support troops. As of spells, we have 2 clone spells, 1 free spell and 1 rage spell, and in the clan castle we of course have our 3 Yetis, nothing else, and as well 1 rage spell and a free spell. We do not need to bring up poison spells. But now to the heroes, we are not going to bring our royal champion with this attack strat, but instead use the minion prince. It also doesn't matter if you do not have the henchman puppet completely maxed out. However, I do advise to have the dark orb on a relatively high level, since it is key for this attack strategy. But for the Barbarian King, very simple. We have the Earthquake Boots as well as the Spiky Ball. For the Queen, we have the Giant Arrow together with the Healer Puppet to just snipe out some air defenses, snipe out some sweepers, or just in general do a little bit of funneling. And on our Grand Warden, we have both of the books. With that, let's dive right into the first attack, and you can already see the timer is 1 minute 40. This attack tree is not only very strong, but also incredibly fast. And also, of course, incredibly easy. King as well as the Queen on the bottom of the base. Then just send in the Giant Arrow through the middle of the base to take out 2 of the air defenses as well as the Air Sweeper. Very nice value. And then just spam in all of those dragons. Use the Dark Orb from your minion prince relatively early. And then you can already clone your Yetis next to the Townhall. And that's what makes the Yeti Blimp so much better in comparison to the Loon Blimp. Clone Loon Blimp of course also can take out a large portion of the base, but now that the Townhall poison is gone, your Yetis actually survive longer and therefore do more damage in comparison to those loons. Those loons get taken out relatively quickly by, for example, a scatter shot, multi-inferno towers, the Townhall itself, etc. And those Yetis just have way more HP, so they don't go down as easily and therefore do a lot more damage. Of course, one big factor is that you will lure the enemy clan castle if there, for example, are ice columns in there. But the Yeti Blimp just always gets so much value that it doesn't really matter. And that's exactly what you just saw in this attack. Even though it might look a little close in the end, you still have the king with the ability, you still have the queen left standing, didn't take any bit of damage. And also 3 dragons, and with that you have the wonderful first 3 stars. But let's take a look at other base designs as well. And here we have this wonderful diamond base. And one more thing with the cloned Yeti Blimp is that even though there are not too many defenses directly next to the Townhall, you can still get a lot of value due to those Yetis just surviving. So if you were, for example, to play a clone Loon Blimp on this base, you would basically get no value, since as you can see in this compartment, it's just the Townhall that's left standing. However, you have 3 of those air targeting heroes next to them, and 2 of them will be taken out by your cloned Yetis, and that's of course also very neat. Once again, Archer Queen to take out 2 of the air sweepers, and then just spam in every single one of your dragons, your loons in there without thinking too much about funneling as well. Then you send in your blimp towards the Townhall, drop 2 clone spells, and with that the base is already gone. Before I can finish explaining the attack strategy, it is so fast, it is so strong. If you want to try it out, of course the link is always in the description, so you can find the army link there if you want to try it out yourself. And there are still so many groups left. Still 2 Yetis out of the clan castle are left, they didn't go down. The minion prince is still alive. The Archer Queen just went down. Barbarian King also does go down, but you still have so many dragons, which are incredibly strong with the new level 12 dragons. And with that also, this diamond base stands no chance against this attack strategy. Quick reminder before we continue, if you're planning on buying any in-game items, then make sure that you are using a credit code. Code RHBB to support us would of course be much appreciated. However, how does it look when the enemy has invis bases next to the Townhall? Because then, of course, if the Townhall is visible, as well as the defenses next to the Townhall, the Yetis will of course not target it and therefore not get too much value. But remember, we still have the Giant Arrow on the Archer Queen. With that, we can lure the invisibility spell from the invisibility tower. And with that, it is gone for the next 40 to 50 seconds, and then just spam in all of your dragons without thinking too much about funneling. Once again, you can of course use a little bit of the super barbarians to funnel so they don't wander away too much, but you don't have to worry about funneling too much. Once again, use your minion prince ability relatively early on, and you can already see the tornado trap is relatively close to the town hall, or well next to the town hall, which would of course cause for those loons, or those cloned loons, to not get too much value. But those cloned Yetis take out the complete top side, they take out 2 of the Inferno towers, the Town Hall, as well as 2 of the multi-auto towers. And with that, this base also stands no chance against this attack strategy. And you do have to note that the attacker in this case doesn't have a max minion prince. The minion prince goes all the way to level 90. However, even with a level 74 minion prince, this is just a complete overkill. Of course, you do want to use the Angry Jelly on the minion prince. It is such a strong combination within air attacks, because the minion prince will just go from defense to defense to defense in the beginning and not target too many unnecessary defenses or unnecessary buildings. But let's take a look at yet another example, and this time actually with maxed out heroes, because he does use his hero potion. And this time we also have relatively many key defenses standing next to the town hall, so therefore also our loaned Yeti blimp will get even more value. Once again, just use a few of your super barbarians, just spam them in to funnel the bottom side, or just funnel for your dragons, and your heroes will take care of the other side. And then just spam in all of your dragons without thinking too much. Drop 2 clone spells down, and with that, those Yetis are going to do so much work. Of course, the ice golems from the clan castle once again get lured, but they will be taken out relatively quickly by those Yetis, by those dragons, those few dragons that flew over towards the town hall. And this Barbarian King in combination with the Archer Queen just does so much damage, and you can also see that the Spiking Ball together with the Earthquake Boots can take out a few key defenses, and of course the Barbarian King just funnels for that Queen, so the Queen gets even more value and mostly survives throughout the whole attack. And with that, we once again have very neat 3 stars. If you want a simple air strategy that is very easy to play, just try this out. There's really not much that can go wrong, and even if you were to miss your giant arrow on, for example, one of the air sweepers, you still have a few free spells to correct. If you want to try it out, link for the army is always in the description. With that, I will see you guys soon with the next video. Until then, see ya and bye bye!